a bankruptcy we've been following very closely here. Digital Currency Group has reached an in-principle deal with Genesis Creditors to resolve the claims brought up in Genesis's bankruptcy. Amitoj, you've been following the story closely. You wrote an article that we're referring to this morning here. Talk to me about what's going on.
Yeah, this happened late last night, US hours and early morning India and Asia hours. The Digital Currency Group, as you said, has reached an in-principle deal with Genesis Creditors to resolve the bankruptcy. What we do know at this point in time is that it is contingent on several, aspects of the deal falling through legally in front of court. Both parties have to agree. The plan could result in the recoveries of 70% to 90% in USD equivalent for unsecured creditors, and 65% to 90% on an in-kind basis, depending, of course, on the denomination of the digital asset and market prices, and just definitive documentation, which is all the documents falling in place. Now, take you through what had happened in the past. Of course, we did know that we had Ian Allison, our reporter, our colleague, had broken the story earlier about how there was an in-principle deal a few months back that we were aware of, and now we know that through this particular court filing, it has been made very clear in terms of what are the conditions of that. Now, just to kind of refresh the memory of anyone who's watching, DCG's existing liabilities of approximately about 630 million in unsecured loans due in May 2023. That's what this is about, and that will now be repaid, as we understand, in two tranches, approximately 328 million with a 2-year maturity and 830 million with a 7-year maturity. Sorry, this was for the 1.1 billion under an unsecured promissory note due in 2032. So all of these tranche payments have to kind of fall through. We also know that DCG will be paying 275 million in 4 installments after the date of the partial repayment agreement on account of that May 2023 maturity that I was talking about earlier, the 630. We should also, of course, mention that DCG is the parent company of CoinDesk.